Good evening everyone. Today I am going to present a clinical study on effect of Vamana on Anarthava with special reference to secondary amenorrhea. So starting from introduction, Anarthava have been described by Sushruta and Vagbhata as non-appearance of Arthava and is a Avrata Vata condition. Vamana is clearly indicated in Anarthava and Arthav share condition in our classes. Attempt has been made to establish the efficacy of Vamana in the management of Anarthava with special reference to secondary amenorrhea with polycystic ovarian disease. So starting from the cases, case 1, age 23 years old, unmarried girl, student, menstrual history is irregular since menarche. She had her menarche 13 years, per abdomen soft, non-tender, and last menstrual period is 23rd September 2012. Patient was complaining of amenorrhea since 4 months. Diagnosis Anarthava, secondary amenorrhea, and management we planned is Vamana. Case 2, age 23 years old, unmarried girl, same student, menstrual history irregular since menarche, per abdomen soft, non-tender, and last menstrual period 25th October 2012. And patient was complaining of amenorrhea since 3 months. Diagnosis Anarthava, secondary amenorrhea, management we planned Vamana. Case 3, age 18 years old, unmarried girl, student, menstrual history irregular since 2 years. Last menstrual period 21st July 2012. Patient was complaining of amenorrhea since 2 months. Diagnosis Anarthava and management same. Last case, case 4, age 19 years, unmarried girl, occupation student, menstrual history irregular since 3 years. Last menstrual period 23rd August 2012, and patient was complaining of amenorrhea since 4 months. Diagnosis Anarthava. So we give management treatment schedule for all 4 patients. Purv karma Snehapana Varnatigrata, Sarvang Abhyam and Svedana, Pradhan karma Vamana, Paschat karma Sansarjan karma they have to follow, and follow up 1 week. So starting from case 1, I again reminded amenorrhea amenorrhea since 4 months. Last menstrual period was 23rd September 2012 and Vamana given on 28th January 2013. No changes in first follow-up. Patient got her periods on 15th February. Case 2, amenorrhea since 3 months. Last menstrual period 25th October 2012. Vamana given on 28th January 2013. Patient got her periods on 30th January. Case 3, amenorrhea since 2 months. Last menstrual period 21st July 2012. Vamana given on 18th September 2012. Patient got her periods on 24th September 2012. Case 4, amenorrhea since 4 months. Last menstrual period 23rd August 2012. Vamana given on 18th December 2012 and patient got her periods on 22nd December 2012. So discussion, aggravated kapha covers vata hindering the function of apana vata and obstruct the passage of arthava, thus menstrual blood is not discharged. Vamana karma has been considered as the best line treatment for the kaphaja disorders. Vamana removes kapha somy substances, clearing the obstruction resulting in appearance of arthava. After treatment, out of 4 patients, 3 patients got their menses within time period of 1 week having kaphaja prakriti, and 1 patient was remained unchanged having pittaja prakriti in first follow-up, but after that she got her periods. Further studies may be conducted including large population in this direction. Thank you.
In these cases, does ovulation continue to occur? Is the regular ovulation every month?
No sir, because all these cases having PCOD. So PCOD patients are shows anovulatory cycles. Polycystic ovulation. Yeah.
But a short cycle would mean that there were many ovulations. If you have a longer cycle, there would be no ovulations.
No sir.
If someone has no period for 3 years,
then it doesn't mean that it is not ovulating.
The thing is that if you induce menses after 2 or 4 days after your treatment, it means that the uterus has material that is waiting to be discharged. So it means, well, you can't go through an ovulation cycle.
No, sir.
You're not understanding me. I'm sorry, it's a language problem.
What he is saying is, since based on the treatment that was given to these patients, they had their menses. That means there was some material in their body which got out, and not necessarily that is an ovulated material which would happen in the normal menses. So what have you got to comment?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Actually, sir, from the side of ovulation, we will always consider in married couples or if the patient coming with PCOD history and having complaint of infertility. But these girls are student and all are unmarried. So their complaint is not regarding to anovulation. Their main complaint is simply amenorrhea. So I concentrate on only that which.
My question is, how you have come to conclude it as a Kapha?
Sir, according to
Just by seeing PCOD or some other symptoms?
No sir, actually in PCOD there is a symptom of irregular menstruation. Either it is metrorrhagia or menophagia, either it is oligoamenorrhea or either it is complete secondary amenorrhea. So according to symptom wise we have to treat. And in Ayurveda nothing is like PCOD. We treat according to symptom of the patient. But these all patients are having amenorrhea, secondary amenorrhea. So we plan for Vamana.
Was there any Kapha symptoms?
Yeah, all patients having complaint of weight gaining. Weight gaining.
Basically, you try to reduce the kapha. Basically, you try to reduce the kapha. You try to reduce kapha.
So not completely try to reduce kapha. We are first try to remove the complaints of patient. Because it is for PCOD patient it is tough to reduce.
I am asking whether you try to reduce kapha or
Yeah,
vata.
yes sir.
By the reduction of kapha, whether vata will be not there, and
So somewhat if after Vamana still they are not having a periods, then we go through Basti for
Is it Pledika Kapha which is removed by Vamana? Is it Pledika Kapha?
Yes sir.
But how does, it's a very subtle influence. Because there's no connection between Pledika Kapha and the Kapha in
Sorry sir, I
the
am not understanding. Clear the kapha.
Pledika
No,
Kapha.
only kapha. I don't know about types, which type of kapha it is related.
Pledika is the main Kapha. It's in the stomach.
That's it. Only kapha.
And somehow by removing that Kapha, it balances the Kapha in all the other tissues. It's very interesting.